The firearms industry built its reputation on one assumption: capability has a price ceiling. Premium platforms at premium prices. Budget options that compromise where it matters most: reliability, accuracy, and durability under real-world conditions. 8 Firearms dismantled that assumption entirely. Not entry-level configurations that cut corners to hit a number. Not range toys dressed up in serious packaging. Platforms that deliver where it counts, at a price point the industry never intended to make competitive. 8 guns, genuine capability. Here's what the market severely undervalued. Number 8. SAR-9 Compact X. Most people underestimate this one, and that's exactly why it hits so hard. The SAR-9 Compact X doesn't come from the loudest brand in the room, but it comes from a lineage built around military discipline and real-world durability. Developed with input from Turkish Armed Forces testing standards, this isn't some budget experiment. It's a pistol that was pushed, stressed, and refined under pressure most guns never see. Pick it up, and it immediately feels different. The grip locks into your hand like it was custom molded. The texture is aggressive without being uncomfortable, giving you control even when conditions aren't perfect. And when you press that trigger, it's clean, surprisingly crisp for its class, with a reset that keeps you fast and consistent. On the range, it tracks flat. Recoil doesn't snap, it rolls. That means quicker follow-up shots, tighter groupings, and more confidence every time you press forward. Internally, it's built like something far more expensive: solid slide, durable internals, and a system that just keeps cycling. Now, here's the part most people won't believe. This thing often lands under $300. That's not just affordable, that's disruptive. Because you're not getting a cheap gun, you're getting a serious defensive tool that performs like it belongs in a completely different price bracket. Number 7. Shadow Systems MR920. Now here's where things take a sharp turn, because the Shadow Systems MR920 isn't supposed to be in this conversation. It's a pistol most people associate with premium performance and a much higher price tag. Built as a refined, combat-ready evolution of the Glock platform, this gun carries a reputation for precision, customization, and elite-level handling. The moment you grip it, you feel the difference. The aggressive stippling bites into your hand. The frame angles naturally point you on target, and the slide cuts aren't just for looks. They reduce weight and improve control. The trigger is where it really separates itself. Smoother, cleaner, and far more responsive than what you'd expect in this category, giving you a level of confidence that feels almost unfair. On the range, the MR920 shoots flat, tracks fast, and returns to target like it's guided. This is the kind of performance that makes average shooters feel sharp, and experienced shooters feel dangerous. And that's what makes this so surprising. Because finding something like this anywhere near the $300 range feels almost impossible. It blurs the line between budget and high-end, delivering a shooting experience that feels refined, deliberate, and built for people who demand more than just "it works." They want dominance in every shot. Number 6. Tisas PX-9 Gen 3. The Tisas PX-9 Gen 3 is what happens when a manufacturer decides to ignore the rules of budget firearms and just build something brutally capable anyway. This pistol doesn't try to impress you with hype. It wins you over the second you start running it. Rooted in duty-grade design and heavily influenced by proven service pistols, the PX-9 Gen 3 feels purpose-built from the ground up. The grip is full, aggressive, and confidence-inspiring, locking your hand in place like it's ready for real work, not just range time. Then you hit the trigger, and this is where people do a double take. It's light, clean, and shockingly refined for something in this price bracket. With a reset that's quick enough to keep you pushing fast, controlled shots without losing rhythm. The slide cycles smoothly, recoil stays manageable, and the overall balance gives you that planted, stable shooting experience you'd normally expect from something far more expensive. But what really makes this gun stand out is consistency. It just keeps running, round after round, without drama. And here's the part that flips expectations. You can often find this workhorse sitting right around that $300 mark. That's not normal. That's a pistol delivering duty-level confidence at a price most people associate with compromises. And yet, somehow, this one refuses to make any. Number 5. Arex Delta Gen 2M. The Arex Delta Gen 2M flies under the radar. And that's exactly what makes it dangerous in this category. Because while everyone's chasing big names, this thing quietly delivers performance that feels way above its class. Coming out of Slovenia with a reputation for precision manufacturing, Arex didn't cut corners here. They refined everything that mattered. The moment you get your hands on it, the ergonomics stand out immediately. Slim, balanced, and incredibly natural to point, like it's working with you instead of against you. The texture is subtle but effective, giving you control without chewing up your hands, and the bore axis sits low enough to keep recoil tight and predictable. Now the trigger. It's not flashy, but it's consistent. And that consistency is what builds trust shot after shot. On the range, the Delta Gen 2M feels fast, responsive, and controlled, making transitions smooth and follow-ups effortless. Internally, it's built with durability in mind, designed to run hard without demanding constant attention. And here's the part that surprises people. You can often find this pistol hovering right around that under $300 zone, which honestly doesn't match what you're getting. Because this isn't just a backup option or a compromise. It's a clean, reliable, no-nonsense firearm that proves you don't need to spend big to shoot with confidence. Number 4. Girsan MC28SA-T. The Girsan MC28SA-T doesn't try to look expensive. It just quietly outperforms expectations. And that's what makes it such a sleeper hit in this category. Built in Turkey with a design clearly inspired by proven duty pistols, this handgun carries a kind of no-nonsense attitude the moment you pick it up. The grip is wide, secure, and aggressively textured, giving you that locked-in feel that immediately boosts confidence, especially during rapid fire. What really catches people off guard is the trigger. It's lighter and cleaner than you'd expect, breaking with a crispness that makes controlled shooting feel almost effortless, while the reset keeps you moving fast without hesitation. On the range, the MC28SA-T feels stable, planted, and surprisingly refined. Recoil doesn't punish you, it stays manageable, letting you stay on target shot after shot. The slide cycles smoothly, the internals hold up under pressure, and the overall build feels far more serious than its price suggests. And that's the twist, because this pistol often lands comfortably under that $300 mark, which makes people question how it's even possible. This isn't just a budget-friendly option. It's a hard-working, dependable firearm that proves performance doesn't always come with a premium label, and sometimes the smartest choice is the one nobody's talking about. Number 3. Stoeger STR9 Compact. The Stoeger STR9 Compact is the kind of pistol that doesn't beg for attention, but once you run it, you start questioning why more people aren't talking about it. Backed by the same parent company as Beretta, this isn't some random budget gamble. It's a platform built with heritage in its DNA, just stripped down to focus on what actually matters. In hand, it feels balanced and controlled, with a grip angle that naturally drives your sights where they need to be, and texturing that keeps everything secure without feeling overly aggressive. The slide is clean and functional, cycling with a smoothness that immediately builds confidence, while the trigger delivers a consistent break that rewards steady shooting rather than fighting you on every press. Out on the range, this thing tracks predictably. No wild snap, no awkward bounce, just a controlled recoil impulse that keeps you locked in and ready for the next shot. It's not flashy, and that's the point, because it's built to work, not impress. And here's what really flips the script. You can often find the STR9 Compact sitting right around that under $300 range, which makes it one of those rare finds where reliability, shootability, and price all line up. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about cutting the nonsense and delivering a pistol that simply does its job every single time. Number 2, Smith & Wesson M&P9 M2.0 Compact. The Smith & Wesson M&P9 M2.0 Compact isn't just a popular name. It's a platform that's been trusted by professionals, law enforcement, and serious shooters for years, and that kind of reputation doesn't come easy. This is a pistol built through evolution, refined over time, and hardened by real-world use. The moment it sits in your hand, you feel that aggressive grip texture. It doesn't slip, it doesn't shift, it anchors itself, giving you total control even when things get fast and messy. The frame geometry naturally points you on target, while the upgraded trigger system offers a cleaner, more defined break compared to its earlier versions, giving you that extra layer of confidence with every shot. On the range, the M2.0 Compact feels composed and deliberate. Recoil is tight, muzzle rise is controlled, and the gun returns to zero like it knows exactly where it belongs. This is the kind of performance that builds trust over time, not just in perfect conditions, but when it actually counts. And while this pistol usually lives in a higher price bracket, finding it anywhere close to that $300 range feels like you've uncovered something you weren't supposed to. Because this isn't just a good deal, it's a proven, duty-grade firearm stepping into territory where it simply doesn't belong. Number 1. Glock 19 Gen 5. The Glock 19 Gen 5 is the benchmark, the pistol everything else quietly measures itself against, whether they admit it or not. This isn't hype. This is decades of dominance, built on a design that refuses to die. From military units to everyday carriers, the Glock 19 has earned a reputation the hard way, through reliability that borders on boring and consistency that never asks for attention because it simply delivers. In your hand, it feels familiar, almost utilitarian, but that's the point. No distractions, no gimmicks, just a tool built to work under pressure. The Gen 5 refinements sharpen that formula. Smoother trigger pull, improved barrel accuracy, and a recoil impulse that stays controlled and predictable even when you're pushing speed. It cycles like clockwork, shot after shot, without hesitation, without complaint. This is the kind of pistol you trust without overthinking, the one you reach for when everything else feels uncertain. And here's where it becomes almost unbelievable. Because while the Glock 19 Gen 5 typically commands a higher price, finding it anywhere near that $300 mark feels like breaking the system. Because this isn't just another handgun, this is a legacy piece, a workhorse, and for many, the last pistol they ever feel the need to own. Outro. So, after all 8 pistols, one thing is clear. Price doesn't always decide performance. Some of these guns are punching way above their weight. And the real question is, would you trust your life to one of them? Drop your pick in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more real-world breakdowns like this. Because, in the end, only the right tools survive.